here again. I hope that life and drums and music are treating you well. And I'm just popping by a very short bit at the start of this video because the other bit is quite long. I often get asked to show what happens when I'm recording those videos, you know, that become reels and the little shorts and things like that. Now, I'm not going to do the music bit in this video, but the bit you're about to see, and please stick around and watch it, is me just messing about with a few ideas. So it was the end of my teaching yesterday at NARM Studios. I decided just to set the video up and just record some stuff and put this out just as is. I mean, there'll be a little bit of editing, but it's just basically what I do when I'm recording these little shorts and reels that I put out. And one day I'll do a little video about the music and how I do that. And not that it's very in depth, but I'll do that. So, because some people have asked how I do it and so on, and where the ideas come from and so on. So yeah, so I was there just with my normal kit. It was the DW snare, DW bass drum, and the 1967 Star Toms in that lovely white satin flame finish. And of course the DWs are in the broken glass sparkle. And I had a few cymbals, can't remember what they were now. You'll see them on the video in a minute. But I decided just to have a bit of an experiment for a while and just see what happens. So I've done this before anyway, but I put two 18-inch Vulcan crashes. I think it was an Etna on the top and an Antique on the bottom. So yeah, two 18-inch crashes as hi-hats, which isn't that revolutionary, but I like doing it and I've recorded with it, and they just sound great. It gives you a really warm, chocolatey kind of sound that stays out of that register that smaller hats have got. Then I had like a see-through blue plastic tambourine, which I've been using on sessions. That I think belongs to the studio, but I've been using it for a few things here and there. So I had that. I had my Prince cymbal tambourine from the artist Prince, and the cymbal is inverted male-female thing is on the front, and I use that in clinics and I've used it in sessions and stuff. It's not the greatest tambourine in the world. It's probably the most expensive tambourine in the world when I bought it. That's when he did those 21 nights at the O2 back in 2007. God, that makes me feel old, but yeah. Me and my girlfriend at the time went to 3 or 4 of the shows anyway, and they were brilliant. Anyway, So I had that, and I had a 14-inch plexi top hi-hat. Now it was called a plexi because the bottom bit was plexiglass, but it's just a normal hi-hat, but there's holes in it, and there's 4 jingles attached to it, and it's got Vulcan plexi because, as I say, it was part of a plexiglass hi-hat idea, which I've got, and I don't use it very often, but it's actual plexiglass on the bottom. It's about that thick. It's in the cupboard, that bit. I've hardly ever used it as is. But if you take that cymbal off, the hi-hat, the top hi-hat, which is just, as I say, a regular 14-inch hat, just with 4 jingles and with some holes in it, you can get some really interesting sounds. And anyone that saw me on the clinics last year, masterclasses with Steve White, would know that I had another hi-hat on my right-hand side by the floor tom, and I'll sort of stretch my legs across, almost doing the splits, and use that as an auxiliary hi-hat for various things. So I can control it with my foot, because I don't like the old remote hats that they just feel weird, and I just don't think they're quick enough. Anyway, but I just like the feel of that anyway. And I put that on my floor tom, and I've got the clap slap from, or the slap clap from Vulcan, which is amazing. I've done videos on that. If you want to see that, just scroll down and you'll see where they are. So that's got me into this sort of very dead, quick sound, metallic sound. So I thought what I'll do, my 14-inch is my floor tom is a 14, the hi-hat plexi is a 14, so I placed that on the drum and hit it with a stick, and it sounded very much like a sort of clap sound, you know, a bit higher than my slap claps. So I used that, and then I tried it with tambourines on top of it and so on, and I put that blue see-through tambourine on my 12-inch tom and used that, sometimes hitting the tom to see what it would sound like, hitting the head with that on it, sometimes just hitting the tambourine on top of the drum. And then I put an 8-inch splash on the snare, which isn't new. Johnny Rabb was doing that sort of stuff years ago. Actually, none of this is new, by the way. So if anybody wants to write and say, oh, that's been done before, Mike Giuliano, I know. This is just for me, you know, this is just, as I say, I filmed it. I want you guys to watch it. A kind of warts and all thing. See if there's any ideas in there you like, any comments you want to make, obviously leave them down below. Always interested to hear what you think. And there's other things I could have done, but I took it sort of this far. And I also put the plexiglass top hi-hat on the front of the reso head of the bass drum. And my student Mark played some grooves for me, and if you're on my Instagram or Facebook, you would have seen that I shared that on there. And I might even put a little clip on here. And he was playing the bass from the chorus. It would come away, if that's the reso head, it would come away and bounce, and those jingles would move, and that was quite an interesting sound. I also put a 22-inch ride against it as well, led it against the reso head here, and the ride would be there, and again it was moving, causing a sort of a kind of sound, which I thought was quite good, like a slight delay on it and a repeat. I thought that was kind of cool. I think that's all of it, and then I sort of used the tambourine as I was playing. You know, again, as I say, none of that hasn't been done before. I'm just saying it's stuff that I suddenly had a little epiphany and thought, well, I'm going to try these things out. Maybe this Tuesday, because I'm playing at the Royal Oak tomorrow. This is Monday, the 9th of March, 2026. So you're seeing, if you're seeing this in the future and you're on a hover car somewhere, then, you know, I hope I had a good life. And you do too. So that it was just an idea. I thought I'd try them out, as I say, just to see what we could get, and I'll try them with the band. I like experimenting with the band, and I've got the chance to, because it's my quartet, to add these little bits, and I get a few little sort of like from the band members going, what's that? But then when we're doing it, I'm in the sort of throes of battle, you know, in the heat of battle. They sort of dig it and they're like, yeah, that sounds cool. You know, whether they believe me or, you know, I believe them or not, I don't know. But anyway, so I thought I'd do that. I'm about to go to a little man rehearsal because we're playing at Caution Pound Arts on March the 19th. So get your tickets for that. I know some have gone, but, you know, get in there. We're playing some songs from the new album, Evil on Both Sides, which will be coming out soon. And there probably will be copies, physical copies, CDs. We're going to put it on vinyl, but of course vinyl, it takes ages to get that printed and pressed and everything. So yeah, we'll have some CDs at the gig. So yeah, so sit back, get yourself a coffee, a wine, a beer, milk, water, whatever your thing is, and sit back and have a look at one of these sort of rambling sessions of me messing about with these ideas. And I hope you enjoy it. As I say, I just thought I'd share it because it's kind of like what happens in the process of when I put these things together. And of course, what I might do is end up snipping bits of these and turning them into musical shorts and reels, maybe just for myself, or maybe with Midnight Neon with Carolina, which is the project that we're doing. So maybe some of that could live there. So it's all experimentation. Try some of these things for yourself if you've got it. Don't think anything is too silly, too daft. Just try it. You never know. It just might work. And you might be the first one to do it. Who knows? All right. Thanks for watching. As ever, please like, share, subscribe. It's really helping me grow the channel. It's really grown over the last year and a half when I've really been putting my back into getting more videos done. So anyways, enjoy. As I say, don't be afraid to leave a comment as long as it's nice. And I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys. Bye.